In the same way that love binds people together, revenge will bind people. Revenge will bind people together. Absalom goes from this moment after he kills Amnon, and he drags revenge into every single future relationship. It begins to be seen when he has his daughter. He names his daughter Tamar after his sister, which is interesting because if it was a sign of respect, we could get it. But more than likely, Absalom did this to spite his father's inaction. That every time he says her name, he's stirring up his need to get revenge. Revenge is insatiable. Revenge is something that you cannot easily satisfy. He goes from the murder of Amnon to the destruction of Joab's livelihood. From there, he lives a double life, acting like he's received the forgiveness of his father. But every day he goes out to the city gates and looks for those who have complaints against David, looking for David's critics, looking for David's enemies, to pull them together and really to draw them to himself. He's working on a mutiny. He's working on taking over the throne of his father David. Finally, he gathers enough of a following. He's got an army. He's got people now that have turned against his dad in their hearts. And he decides to take over Jerusalem, the palace, and ultimately the throne. David has to leave, running for his life. David leaves behind 10 concubines. And imagine this, Amnon takes these 10 women against their will on the rooftop of the palace and has sex with them to humiliate his father. Notice the very thing Absalom despised, he's become. The very thing he says, I've got to murder that in another, now has come alive in him. His revenge didn't stop there. It turns a protective brother into a vindictive son. Amnon was not enough. Turning the nation against David was not enough. The throne was not enough. The 10 wives, humiliating them and humiliating David was not enough. He continues to hunt after David, looking to kill him and to end anybody associated with David. And in the end, it cost him his own life. From there, his daughter Tamar has to grow up. She's the one named after his offense, and she has to grow up without a father. She has to grow up knowing that her dad hated David more than he loved her. So revenge has its ripple effects. So it is with Absalom, it is with us. You and I, when we're hurt in life, and we choose to get tunnel vision, and we choose to think about nothing but getting even, it hurts those we love. It marks them. It names them after our offense. It names them after our unforgiveness, and they carry it in their lives as well.